Hi everybody, it's Lady V here again. I'm going to do another get ready with me. So it's currently Friday late afternoon, just before dinner time. I'm off out tonight with my sister, my cousin and my cousin's fiance, and we are going out to see my husband's band play in Glasgow. So I've had an afternoon with the wee one. We've been to a swimming lesson. I've got no makeup on. Hair's been dried, but I don't know what I'm going to actually do with it yet. So I thought I'd blather away with you, show you some of the things that I'm using just now. I'm still not officially doing Project Pan, but trying to work my way through some makeup. We're also moving house, so I've tidied up my big Alex drawers. They're all packed away. I've got a couple of palettes that I'm going to give to my little cousin Rachel. Eyeshadows that I haven't used in such a long time. Hopefully she'll get some use out of them, because I'm not at the moment. So I'm still working my way through a huge box of stuff. I've got my drawer open here, so I'm going to quickly start off with a bit of primer. I'm still working my way through the Smashbox Light Primer, which it's still a silicone based primer, but it's a wee bit nicer. I can't wear the original one, it's just too much like rubbing jelly into your face. This one is still silicone based, so it doesn't work with all foundations. I can't use my ordinary total coverage foundation, it just doesn't sit at all over the top, but still a nice product. Would I rebuy it? Not too sure. My holy grail primer is still Illamasqua Matte Veil. That's still my favourite one, so I don't think it would need to be particularly special for me to kind of take it off that particular list. I am going to get into my, let's see what foundations I've left myself, not that many. We'll go with some Revolution Pro Full Coverage Matte Foundation. This one sits pretty well over the top of that, so we'll do that. So if you see me looking off to the side, it's because I've got my big mirrored wardrobes for any detailed work that I'm doing. So I'm going to been getting quite into doing more kind of colourful eye looks recently, so I will probably do one with just a matte lip. Okay, I know this looks like it goes on like a mask. It's honestly not that bad in person, but it is quite a good foundation. It's fairly cheap as well. It's not like Double Wear, Kat Von D or something like that. It's certainly not in the realms of those price ranges. I think it's about £6–7. I've enjoyed using it so far. I've actually worn it on stage a couple of times and it works pretty well as a stage makeup. So if you've watched any of the makeup videos before, you'll know that I'm not a makeup artist. I just like, I've always loved doing makeup. I was the type of kid that just sat up in my room and just played around with makeup. Particularly when it was coming up to my summertime dancing show with the dance school that I used to dance with. And out of all the girls in the class, I would be doing makeup changes along with costume changes. A bit excessive for a 14-year-old, but hey ho. Okay. So at the moment, everything is in boxes. We've got 2 weeks to get packed before we need to actually physically move, and it's trying to leave enough stuff that you need without, you know, totally limiting yourself. So next up, I'm still working my way through my Anastasia brow pomade. So I'll let you have a wee look. So close to using it up. Desperate to get this one to go. It's a great product. It's just I actually prefer the Revolution brow pomade. It's a total dupe for it and it's about a quarter of the price. So I am using my Peaches and Cream, if you can see that. It is the PC09 brush, which is their eyebrow brush, and it's got a spoolie at the end, which is really, really handy. So I've been able to use this Anastasia stuff for ages. Basically, it's never dried out on me because I'm constantly replacing the cap. So once I work some product onto my brush, which I'm doing just now, as you can tell, that's it. Seal it back up, and I only open the lid again if I need to go back in for more product. So I'm going to grab, and I've not left myself a mirror. Oh, good one, Tori. Right, so I'm going to have to disappear off to the side, but I'll try and do a wee bit here. Okay, so I'll pause you guys, do my eyebrows, and I'll be back in a wee second. So I've got one eyebrow done. What I'm also doing is in between I use these makeup remover wipes, well they're actually makeup brush cleaner wipes from Superdrug, and I clean off my brush because I tend to find that products like this, like gel products and whatnot, do get a bit gunky on brushes. So one eyebrow kind of done. I'm going to dive off camera again and do the next one. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, eyebrows are done, and I've actually found a makeup mirror, so I'm just going to clean off that wee brush. So I'm going to go, definitely going to go for a more colourful look tonight. So I had the pleasure of performing at the show downstairs in Katie's bar on Monday there, and I got to perform with some wonderful drag queens. So I got to meet Demi Decay, I got to meet Transgender, I got to meet Amphetamine, and I also got to meet Carrie Ann Crow as well. So those are four working girls, they're not working girls, four very smart, witty professional drag queens that are based in Glasgow. So if you do get a chance, go and check them out. Right, eyebrows are done. What we're going to do next, eye base. Right, so I'm going to stick on a bit of this. It's the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Yeah, I'm still working my way through this as well. It's not actually in my box, but it really should be. So, dab a bit of that on. So yeah, I do my foundation first, but then I don't do any powders or concealers or anything until after I do my eyes. I hate putting foundation on after doing my eye makeup. Just personal preference. But there's no, as with all kind of makeup, there's no right or wrong way of doing anything. So in the new house, I'm hoping to have a proper setup, so a proper room with everything in the one place. So I've got my favourite brushes all here. What one am I going to go for first? So I'm going to use this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, just really to pat on some what I would say is nude coloured eyeshadow, so it's just colour matching to my skin tone, just to set that all down. I don't think you really need to do this, but I just like having almost like a velvety kind of base, so that my powders just blend nicely on top of that. So I'm going to go for a bit of pink and a bit of purple tonight. So we'll see where the look ends up. I do tend to concentrate the colour more into my crease because I do have quite hooded eyes. So I find leaving the lid kind of a more bare suits my eye shape and works well for what I want to do. On Monday, the ladies' makeup, oh, absolutely stunning. And there's no chance of me getting my makeup to that. So my two favourite colourful palettes, I do have a Juvia's Place one, it's currently all packed in the box. So the two that I've kept out are the NYX Ultimate Brights, so you can get that in Boots, and the Revolution Pro, so it's a Trends Mischief Mattes collection. So I think that one's about, I think it's 12 or 14, I think that one's 8. So two really good palettes, and I'm currently using, this is a wee bit of an oldie bit of goodie, so my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani one, and it's also acting as my mirror as well. So yeah, we'll go for a pinky purple look tonight. So we'll start off with the Revolution Pro one, and I'm going to start off with Fearless, which is this kind of pinky colour here. So I basically start off the look, and I start with, don't tend to use flat brushes unless I'm working with glitter or pigment or doing something that I need a kind of straight or intricate line. It's all blending brushes that I use. So this is a MAC 217. I think everybody has got a MAC 217 who has any interest at all in their makeup. So I'm going to lay all of this down. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause you in between because I'm going to need to dive off camera to see what I'm doing. But every time I change colour or add something to it, I'll come back on and let you know. Right, back in a sec. Okay, so that's Fearless on. I am going to dip a bit into Ringleader and Underdog, and then we're going to get started on that purples, alright? So, bear with me, back soon. So that's a mix of Ringleader and Underdog, and I applied that using my Zoeva 227, which is your Luxe Soft Definer brush. Alright, so next up we're going to start working on the purples. I'm just double checking here what colours I'm going to go for. So yeah, I'm going to do Exclusive and Shrine from the Revolution Pro palette, and then I'm going to go into the dark purple here on the NYX palette. So let's see what the next step's going to look like. So that's me taking Exclusive up into the crease, and I'm taking Shrine right round and kind of tapped it right into the side of my eye. And I was using a Zoeva 221, a Luxe Soft Crease brush. Okay, so next up is going to be this really darker purple that's in the NYX palette, and I'm going to use just a nice wee soft brush, which is another Zoeva. It's a 224, you can see it here, and it's a Luxe Define Crease brush. I find this one really, really good. And then I will probably go in with my pencil brush in a wee second. Alright, so I'm glad to see that this is building up really quite nicely, and I'm hoping to show you the next step. So there we go, so that's basically the darker purple in there as well. So I will need to clean up a wee bit here on the edge and do my under my eyes, but I'm pretty much good to go with the rest of my face. Right, so let's get on with cheeks and everything else. So again, going back to my bag of stuff that I'm trying to work my way through. This is a MAC blush which I have repressed. As you can see, I'm hitting pan on it again, which is really, really good. I think this was originally called Dame. I'm sure it's a kind of plummy pink. It's quite nice on my skin tone. And now I've just realised that I've not actually done anything else with my skin, and I should have really powdered all of that down. Great fun. So as you can tell, I don't like editing my videos. So this will be going up in its entirety. So I am using Revolution Conceal and Define. This one is in 3.3, otherwise this is going to be a 20-minute video. I'm running a bit of nose. Just highlight a wee bit there with that. So I'm not a huge big fan of contour, and just when I'm going on a night out, I will do a wee bit of contour powder, but I don't do like nose and forehead and all that kind of stuff. I do need a wee bit more concealer around about the bottom of my nose, just because that's where makeup wears off. And I've got smiley, but this big smiley lines, which I get from my mum. Okay. So hopefully in the new house we'll have a better light setup, because on camera this eyeshadow looks absolutely shocking, but actually in person it looks okay. Alright. Right, so off camera I'm just going to go and set my face, get set up for the next bit. Awesome, so face is set with powder. My favourite powder at the moment is the NYX No Filter Selfie powder, and I use Alabaster just because I am ghost like white. Alright, for our contour we are going to use, let's get into my makeup bag from Monday night, we are going to use our Peaches and Cream Sculpting powder in light medium. And we're just going to take, there's a nice wee Zoeva brush, which I think is in my to be cleaned pile. So we're going to go in with our Real Techniques contour brush. An oldie but a goodie. As I said, I just want a soft contour, I don't want anything mega. I'm going out for dinner, I'm not going on stage. And plus, my cousins will rip me a new one if I go out looking too done up. Okay, so a little bit of highlighter. So again, Peaches and Cream, and I'm using their Halo Strobing powder, and I'm using a Peaches and Cream brush here, and it's the PC03, which is great for just a gentle placement of highlighter. So I do cheekbone and just above the brow bone, cheekbone and just above the brow bone, a little bit on my nose, top lip, and chin. Right, nearly getting there. So back in to do my under eyes, just to blend out all of this. I'm going to use my Illamasqua gel liner just to do a gentle wing liner, and I will be back to show you what mascara, and then we'll pick some lashes and show you what nude lipsticks that I'm using at the moment. Okay, back in a sec. So while I was diggling about trying to finish off my eye makeup and stuff, I actually remembered that I've packed all of my lashes away apart from my favourite stage lashes, which are Peaches and Cream, and they are number 8s. They are gigantic, so I'm not going to wear them out tonight. So what I've done tonight instead is I've got 2 different mascaras on. So I do quite like layering mascara. So I've got my L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic, 2 coats of that on, followed by They're Real. So this is one of the ones that's in my box I need to try and use up, and that's just to separate and lengthen, and also do like my lower lashes at the bottom. So that one is super. That one is super as well. My favourite before that was the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but that one's overtaken it, and plus it's cheaper and more readily available. But I do still like the Benefit one as well. Okay, so last thing, eyebrows are done, eyes are done, cheeks are done, highlights done, is lips. Right, so I was a big fan of OCC, particularly Sebastian and Lydia. Unfortunately, OCC is now no longer going as a company, so I've got my last 2 tubes that I will work my way through, but I am really enjoying the Pro Matte Supreme Lip Pigments, and these are from Makeup Revolution Pro, or Revolution Pro. This one's in Semblance, which is a kind of greyish brown, which is the colours that I like. When I go for a nude, it's either a pink brown, a touch of lavender in it, or it's a totally grey brown, so that's what I'm going for tonight. And my new favourite lip liner, which I don't think you can get anymore, it's the Lip Intensity Lip Pencil from MAC, and it's an Enoki. And again, it's that just really nice grey brown colour. I do have my Sebastian OCC lip pencil, but I'm kind of reluctant to use it because I want to keep it for like special occasions. But I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'll show you the colour combo in a little second. And there we have it, finished article. So that's a Nokia lip liner with the Revolution Pro Lip Matte and Semblance on, which is really nice. That doesn't dry down fully, but it will matte down. It looks a bit shiny on camera just now just because it's freshly applied. So thank you very much for watching. It's been a huge big long video as usual. And as normal, I don't edit these videos. I hate editing them. So thank you for bearing with us. I'll see you soon. I will be posting pictures of this look, and if I do anything with my hair later on, so you can find them over on Instagram, and that's at ladyv_burlesque. And if not, I will see you all soon. Bye.